Well guys, how's it going? I bought this Kutter here. Oh, I don't know, about a month and a half ago. I bought it so I can interseed some triticale and peas and maybe some other stuff. I'll show you that mix in the light. But yeah, as you see, I'm starting to do some modifications, so I'll bring you back in a bit here and gonna tell you a little bit more and what the heck I'm all doing here, and we'll go from there. Alright, see you in a bit. Let the 44 warm up here, so okay, hope you like the video. Fix to do, so oh well, really something. Alright, this Kutter fertilizer / broadcast seeder. It's made in Italy. It's not a bad unit, but it's not. If I'm going to give it a review, okay, I'll give it a thumbs down. It's probably made for utility tractor. Well, I already know that. Right here, you see that little pin that wraps around. Well, that's not going to work on my equipment. So I had to I just cut a shaft off. I think it's 1 1/8. That's what they fit, yeah. And I welded it on there, which was fine, no big deal. But for a guy that, would think of maybe getting one of these and just going out and using it, it's not going to happen. Another issue I had, the PTO shaft was too long, which is not a bad deal, but if you don't own a chop saw or cut-off wheel or grinder or whatever you want to call it, then you got to find somebody to mess with that. Another issue I had, this is my first big issue. If you guys can make this out, that is your rate chart. And it's all in metric. Well, I hate metric, and I don't understand metric. And I don't know how to... they don't describe it very well. They give a small book, came with the spreader. And it's you basically gonna have to learn how to do it. Learn how to the rate yourself, figure it out on your own, because if you don't know metric and what they have on there, I'm just kind of winging it. And they do have a little door set up on the bottom here. There's a little hole there and there, so you can feed one side heavier or the other side. But it's actually for an angle broadcast. So you can actually, if you open that, what is it, that one there, something, it only spreads on this side, and that one, the far one, over by that little wheel over there, you can, spread on the other side. Well, I don't think that really works as good as they propose it does. And there's a little ground feed down here. I mixed the triticale peas and sorghums in a hammer mill. Actually, I had Tyler throw the bags in while I was mixing feed and doing chores. I'll show you that tomorrow. And another thing I have that I was not too happy about, when I was seeding, you can see some of the seed on the back of the tractor, which is fine, but I spread one spreader load full, and I actually cleaned the platform off when I was out in the field. And this whole platform, you can see it, the spots I didn't brush off, but the whole platform was completely covered. I was getting freaking pelted like a sumbitch. when I ran that one tank out. There's some more up on the axle. That's an old robin nest. I just knocked that off. That's been sitting there for freaking a year. For crying out loud. I should wash my tractor once, right? Yeah. One of these days. So that's what I'm at here, as you see in the plywood on the side. I'm just using plywood right now to see if it works. I'm trying to make, kind of make some of the mock cutout, so if it does work, that I don't get completely pissed off at this thing and just sell it at the local online auction market to make something out of steel, maybe aluminum, I don't know, diamond plate aluminum, and that maybe look nicer. Doesn't have to be looks, but I got some diamond plate over there, so. But that's what I'm at now, because that's all they have here, is they just have this. Let me see a little better. It's on this side. What it would be like is that little piece of tin that's supposed to deflect everything. That don't work. No. So I'm gonna finish making my pieces of plywood and screwing them on there, and probably show you what the end result looks like tonight or tomorrow, and then hopefully tomorrow here this works, and finish what I wanted to do. I wanted to have it all done today, but it is what it is. You guy makes plans, and that's why I never make plans. You have an idea in your head what you want to get done in a day, and it never gets done anyway. So one thing runs into the other, and so all right. Yeah, it wasn't too expensive, but for what a guy paid for it, I think they could have done a little better design for it. So here's my review on the King Kutter. Alright, I'm going to continue working on this and finish it up here tonight, and then tomorrow we'll maybe get something done. Alright, well, I got the deflectors on. We'll see how good that works. Here's the mix. This has got corn flour, sort of span, or the small ones, triticale, and peas. So see how it works. Pelted anymore. That's a bonus, big time. this deal could definitely use a shot of rain, that's for sure. Struggling a little bit. Up here it's good. There's a few spots. Worked pretty good. Not the first time I've done this, so. Kind of what it looks like broadcast. Too, you know, it's throwing feed in there a little bit too. So. It wasn't a lot of triticale and peas. I got it for nothing. They wanted to get rid of it. It was been in the warehouse for a couple of years, and Travis asked me, he says, "You want it?" Yep. So if it's, you know, I'm not too. The germination is probably a little lower, so but it's probably not bad. Nothing like the corn was, but well, I kind of see it myself how a cover crop what it does, and we'll get a few more tons out of it too here. So yeah. Alright, off to other things. That's pretty wet yet. I chopped 2 loads off there so far. That circums it in. I think I'm gonna try to rake it here and get some air underneath it. Well, I come up here earlier and tried to V-rake it. It didn't work the greatest. That's as good as it's gonna get. It's too heavy, so trying to get it so I get a little air underneath it. Good chance of thunderstorms tonight, so it's kind of wanting to get it off, get a little drier than it was. So I'm hoping we do get a little shot of rain here, get that, get everything to drink here. We've been getting a little bit of rain here and there, but nothing really to stack up to much of anything. A couple tents here and a couple tents there, so yeah, enough to get by, I guess. So, but so far we've gotten. Well, I'm chopping the 4th load off here so far, so this is like 3.7 acres or something like that. So yeah, turning up good. Oh yeah. haul it up on the corners and slip clutch. But cows seem to like it, so that's good. They always seem to like this stuff, so. Yeah. Otherwise, everything's doing fairly well. Alright, I'm gonna tear the auger out today. All the parts showed up. So we're gonna see how big a catastrophe this turns out to be. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, but I already started digging into it, got the sprocket off, shims off. That shaft there slides in. You guys can see it or not? I can see it's blurry. Anyways, it's right there, and then she slides all the way in. And then she should drop out, and then I gotta take the bolts off of this side. Just 3 bolts. And I think that should come out there. I just gotta take that little shroud piece off here. There's a couple bolts, half moon pieces. And she should roll right out. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And I got her out. I'm putting the hubs in right now. There's one in there. And there's an outer one. These are drive hubs. Yeah, so get that in, make sure I put it in the right way. That's the old shaft out of the driven side. It wasn't too bad. I wanted to just catch a little bit where the bearing is when it came out. A little bit of prying, and the other end had a little more trouble, but that collar piece there that goes on the end of that shaft. He's supposed to slide out of there. There's this bolt which I beat the living daylights out of. They welded around on here. They must have had some issues prior owner. I ground it down, I got the welds off basically, or mostly, and then I had to chisels them behind there and tried prying it off, and I got it to move a little bit and it kind of stopped, so I just took torch and cut around it and make life a little easier. I don't need that piece, so it's just that hex shaft that goes in that 6-side shaft, whatever. And I gotta drill holes in the plate here for the bearing to mount on, so yeah. Alright, get these hubs in battery to get this thing back together. The what do you want to call it, arm or bracket that holds the bearing. Right hand side. Took it off, a lot easier to drill it off. Drill a hole to the drill press. So. Must be a little harder steel too. I don't like letting it go that dry. If you spray a little bit something on there, you gotta take it slow. drill bit. Everything's flying everywhere. There we go. See if my holes line up. And just like that, it's in. It actually didn't go too bad. I put the new bearing on this side and the old bearing on that side, because this side you gotta take everything apart to get at it. Figured that would be the best idea. So I just put a ratchet strap. Once I got it laid in there, it kind of cradled in there a little bit. It would probably better if I lifted the head up a little bit, because I'm sitting somewhat, the chopper's sitting somewhat downhill. It's kind of what I wanted anyway, so. But I got this side kind of in first. You know, I just got to get this stuff all. I have to do some. It's too much. I don't know what that is for deal with. They leave a collar. I just can't take it all. I need a ratchet strap. But there's a collar right here. See that black piece? It's too long. I gotta cut it off so the bearing fits flush on this plate. So I gotta bring that strap back over here. Finish putting the sprocket and stuff on that side, and then move back over this side. So, alright, make progress. Yeah, but yeah, so everything went pretty good. So dust cover back on. Yeah, there we go. Just supposed to stop big chunks of flying in there, I guess. So, alright. That's the collar I was talking about. I cut it off. Cut it down 1.25 inches, so it should be just under flush, and the bearing sticks out just a little bit out of the bearing holder itself, so should work good. So throw that bearing on, throw the bolts in, see where we're at. Alright, bearings in, paddles are on. Sprocket chains on. It's ready to go. Let's pick up the rest of my tools, roll them back up to the shop. See how she runs. I'm gonna leave stuff kind of open for it first, make sure everything works right. And yeah, alright, I'm gonna pick up my junk and we'll fire her up and run her. Got that fixed. I'm not gonna do it tonight. That PTO shaft on there is a slip clutch. That slip clutch is getting weak. Been getting weak for a while. I got a new one. I got it actually late last summer. I never replaced it yet. I really like to get that swapped out. I'm not gonna do that right now though. That's always something. There's always something to fix, so it's never ending. Alright, new augers in. Ready to eat. Alright, well, I looked up how many minutes I got and on my phone, and plenty to make a video. I got a fortune in tires on the back of the truck. Wowee. Yeah, I had to run and get a lawnmower tire and front tire on the 4440 is ready to blow, and I'm sick of that tire on the 4320, that pickup tire. I hate that. That thing kicks up rocks and crap all the time, and I want to get So, 2-seater tires for tractors, skid loader tires, they doubled. Very impressive. Over $2,000 in tires is sitting right here. Nice. So, alright, we'll call this in a video. That sorghum sedan field, I got 5 loads off that. It's like 3.5 acres. So, ran good, but yeah. Alright, well, here get my chores. Copper's fixed, well, at least the auger is, and yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one. See ya.